Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you the Komodo OS for this Redmi Note 3, which is based on Android version 10. So let's begin. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, the Komodo OS version is this 2.7 and the Komodo build here is the developer, the Toxic Afera, and the Mocha FM Mr. Jarvis. The Android security patch here, as you can see, July 5th one, which is not the latest. Obviously, the latest was the 5th of August. The kernel here is the bloody kernel. That's it, and the build date here, as you can see, 15th of August 2020. So let's just go to the home screen. This is the home screen. This is how it looks, same as every ROM. This is the pixel launcher available here. And when you long press on the home screen, these are the options you get. And when you go to the home settings, these are all the options you get. You can just change the icon pack from here. You can edit the icon packs. You can allow the home screen rotation. You get the notification dots option available here. You can get the option clear all on swipe down. You can lock the desktop from being modified. These are the options available here for the home screen settings. Then you get these are all the widgets, and in the widgets here, the new option you get is the OnePlus widgets. Here is the OnePlus clock. These two are available, as you can see up here. This is one and this is the another one. These two clock styles are available here from the OnePlus. Then the third option you get is the styles and wallpapers. This is the styles and wallpapers, and this is the on-device wallpaper, the Komodo OS wallpaper. This was the default one. And you also get the Omni OS wallpapers. I don't know why they are here, but you get the Omni OS wallpaper. As you can see, this is how you can get it. That is it for the home screen. Now let's just go to the settings. This is the settings how looking. Let's just go to let's start from the bottom. This is the system settings. These are the options you get as usual as every ROM. And in these gestures, these are the options you get. And in the system navigation gesture, you get the gesture nav bar, and you get the full screen navigation bar. This will hide the both navigation bar and the pill. Okay, if you want to hide that pill, then this is the option available here. And then, as you can see here, the gestures are fluid enough, no worries. As usual, fluid gestures. Okay, in the gestures, these are all the gestures, 2 button and the 3 button navigation. Now let's just go. This is the digital well-being available here, which is also working absolutely fine here. Then going to the security option. I don't know why, but what's wrong with my phone here? Also, the fingerprint option is not available. By the time I set it up, at that time there was the fingerprint option, but after I rebooted the phone and installed the Magisk, after that the fingerprint option is not there. So this is a big problem here, because of the fingerprint option here is not available. But for me only, at first it was available. Just check it. It might be available for you. There is no option for the face unlock as usual. Okay, it just goes to the home screen. Then going to the privacy, and in the privacy settings, this is the privacy manager. Here you can know that which apps are using which sensors. As you can see, the microphone is used by all these apps, and everything you can just see in the privacy settings. Then going to the sound and vibration stuff. These are all the sounds and vibration, just the same. But here I would like to tell you that by default there was no ringtone set, and as you can see, still there is no default alarm sound, no default notification sound. This is, I have set the phone ringtone, so by default there are no sounds set. The default notification sound is also not set. You have to set it by your own. So just whenever you install this ROM, just set the notification sound and the ringtone sound. Then going to the display settings. These are all the display settings. You get the dark theme here available here, which is working. Then this is the styles and wallpapers here. These are the styles you get. These are all the clock styles, different, the analog, the bubble, and everything. These are the grids, whatever you want. And this is the wallpaper which I just showed you in the beginning. Then Going to the battery settings, these are the battery settings. The battery life here is average, I would say, not that great. The battery life here is average. Then going to, that's it for the settings. Now let's just see the Komodo OS customizations, the Komodo Dragon panels. As you can see, this is the Komodo OS customizations. Let's first see the about Komodo. You can just join the Telegram channel from here. You can join the GitHub. You get the source code available here. Then these are the team leads. This is the designer. Then let's just check the customization. This is the status bar customization. You can set the network traffic indicator from on the status bar. You can just turn it from here. Then in the carrier label, you can just customize the carrier label. You get the battery bar option. You get the status bar logo as usual as every ROM. For the different ROMs, different logo you know as. Then this is the double tap to sleep on the status bar gesture available here. Then going to the theming, this is the only theming option available here. The status bar height, you can customize the status bar height, the XL as you can see, and the large. So this is what you can do. Then you get the UI radius, let's just do it to large rectangle. As you can see, this is the radius. If you are able to see here the curves on the edges, this is what the device radius is available. Okay, then going to the quick settings customization, these are the quick settings. Look at the display footer text, the header image. This is how it looks like, the header image. I have just set it. The header image, these are the settings. You can just select whichever the header image you want. I will just select the nature, the random image. So every time the image gets changes after a few seconds or few minutes. Then you get the animations. As usual as every ROM, you can customize the rows and columns of the quick settings. Then go to the buttons. These are the buttons. You can just disable the hardware keys, the backlight option is available. Button touch, you get the single tap and the double tap customizations available. As usual as every ROM, I am just fed up of showing you the same stuff in each and every video for every ROM. Then going to the gestures, these are the gestures. 3-finger swipe for the screenshot option is available here, as you can see, and you get the expanded screenshot option also available here. Then you get the double tap on the lock screen to sleep. You get the double tap on the status bar. Then you get the invert layout for the nav bar. Then going to the lock screen customization, these are the lock screen. You get the fingerprint unlock option available here, but for some weird reasons I am not getting the fingerprint option, but you will definitely get. I don't know, something is wrong with my phone. Then go to the notifications. These are the notifications. You get the ambient light, the edge lighting is available here, which is also working fine. Then you get the show notifications when battery is fully charged. You get the heads up on the status bar and everything. Then go to animation. These are the same animation, the screen of animation, the activity open and close animation. You can also disable the animations from here, so this is a good option. Then going to the battery, you get the smart charging, which does not work for each and every ROM. Go to miscellaneous, you get the signature spoofing, screenshot sound. That's it. Then you can the gaming mode here, and you can customize the gaming mode according to your need from here. That is it for the customization. These were the customizations available for the Komodo OS. Let's just go to the home screen. Let's talk about the quick settings here. The Wi-Fi mobile data is working, 3G is working absolutely fine, and VoLTE is also working fine for me, but some of you may face some issues in the VoLTE. Then the flashlight here is working absolutely fine. The auto rotate is working. Battery saver airplane mode, you get the night light here. This is also working, as you can see here. You get the dark theme. Then you get the screenshot. The screen recorder option is available, which is also working. And in the settings, these are the options you get. You get the frame rate option, the orientation, and the audio source. You can record the system audio, and you can record the microphone audio also. Then you get the sound recorder also available here, which is really great. This is the app available, the screen recorder and the sound recorder available here. Okay, that is it for the quick settings. Now let's talk about the other stuff, like the camera. The default camera here is, this is the default camera, the Snapdragon camera available here. As you can see here, the default Snapdragon camera, which is working, and video is also working absolutely fine. Then talking about the Google camera, this is the Google camera version 7.3, the Parrot Developer 1, which is working absolutely fine, as you can see. no problems with the Google camera, and the front camera is also working absolutely fine. The portrait mode, night side, everything is working fine. I have made a detailed video on this Google camera. So guys, that is it. Now let's talk about the PUBG performance. The PUBG performance here, as you know, as usual, it's fine, no worries with the PUBG performance. With the GFX tool, you can run it at the HD graphics, and the 60 FPS option is also available here. So and as you can see here, the option is 90 FPS option is available for here, but it is only for the OnePlus devices. So this is the options available here. Then it will run at ultra, around 40 to 50 FPS. It will be not stable at 60 FPS, so just take note of it. Then let's talk about the other stuff like the Geekbench scores. The performance here is as usual amazing. As you can see, these are the scores available here, and I'm using this from 21st August. The single score scores are 294, and the multiple score is 849 here available here. So the performance here, you will get no issues with the performance. It's smooth, but sometimes it just gets stutters, so just take. Then talking about the safety net, the safety net status here has not passed, it has failed. As you can see here, the safety net status is not passed. Even after installing the Magisk and rooting the phone, the safety net is failed, so you will not be able to run the banking apps. Just show it to you, the Magisk manager is also installed, and in the Magisk also the safety net status has just failed. Okay, so guys, that's it for now. Now let's talk about the bugs. I'm just fed up with the Android 10 ROMs, because each and every ROM has just the same bug, the lock screen bug, the random reboot bug. As soon as I installed the ROM, I had to reboot the phone because it just got hanged on the setup screen. So I'll just suggest you to use BitGFS so that you can just directly go into the phone. So I just installed the OpenGFS, and I was stuck at the setup screen because it just got hanged. And after booting for the first time also, the phone just got hanged, and I had that black screen bug. Then you get the random reboot bug, the stuck at the boot animation bug here. Okay, so guys, then there's another bug. Like as you can see, this is working, but as you can see, the gestures, the app drawer is not getting open. The quick settings are getting open, but when you open the settings, this will just, the touch will just not respond, as you can see. But then you can go home and you can access the quick settings, but you will not be able to close the app. So this is a bug present here. So guys, that's it for now. If you enjoyed this video, and if this video helped you, then don't forget to hit the like button. Please guys, like the video, and if you have any questions, then you can ask me in the comment section below. And if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, then please guys, subscribe to the channel, and I'll meet you in the next one. Till then, stay safe, have fun, and goodbye.